Welcome to day 10 of lockdown. Dun dun dun. Welcome back to hashtag just saying.
If you can see that.
We are not yet in lockdown in Massachusetts.
You almost feel like it.
It is coming, I know. So, while you can still get outside, go outside and enjoy.
While you can.
While you can, yeah. Oh my goodness.
This is crazy.
It got crazy times. Crazy times. I work from home now because they don't want us in the office. So my commute has been splendid.
You got the best commute.
Oh, I have the best commute. I get up and I shower, even though I don't have to. I shower and I come in the studio and I sit down and I just start working. And it's fantastic because I don't have coworker idle chatter behind me. I don't have to listen to their stupid shows that they listen to that I don't listen to. And it's kind of funny. As I was I have to take these like video conference not video conference, but these conference calls in the morning. And we have this system that we can call each other, right?
Right.
So it's and you don't need like cell phones or anything. You it's from the laptop. You can just call somebody. So a coworker called me, and she goes, we were just talking, and she said she doesn't like working from home. So she's like, I hope this shit doesn't last long. I'm like, whoa. Don't ruin it for the rest of us.
Speak for yourself, bitch.
Exactly. I'm like, I'm having a great time. And she's like, oh, I really miss you. And I'm like, okay. And she goes, because I had her laughing. And she's like, you know what's funny, Tara? She's like, I tell a lot of people in the office how funny you are, and they don't believe me. She goes, because you never say anything. And I was like, yeah, I don't give the funny for free. Don't give the funny for free. So, I was like, I hate, because this one particular department, and all they do is blah, blah, blah. So I was like, well, I'm happy I don't hear them. But there's a lady in my department who I think wakes up in the morning and conceives ways to piss me off. Because she gets in the office, and it's like, she'll be yelling. She works like 3 cubicles over on the other side. And sometimes she'll yell for me, and I usually don't hear her because I have my headphones on, and it's turned up so I don't hear idle office chatter.
Intentionally.
But sometimes I do hear her,
Oh.
and I ignore her on purpose.
Woo!
And she goes, she's friends with our supervisor, like they hang out outside of work, and she goes, we were talking the other day about her, and we told her, it must have been while I was at lunch. She goes, we told her a couple weeks ago, you need to leave Tara alone. You piss her off a lot. No, I don't. I don't piss her. Yes, you do. She's like, Tara, I can see it on your face. Sometimes you come in and you're just like, I was like, well, I said, she's the person who, because they've been there for a while, they think they're a boss. Right? Sean's like, yep, feel you.
I think every office has one.
I think every place has one.
Supervisor wannabe.
It's the person who's like, I know best, blah, blah, blah.
I have a new way of doing things. Do it my way.
Yeah.
Wait, let me make up new spreadsheets to do shit.
There's nothing worse than when someone, like, devises a spreadsheet. It's like, we're all going to work from the spreadsheet now. No, we're not.
You are.
You can. I'm not. So.
Right now, I'm knocked down to 2 days.
Yeah. Sean's only got to go into work 2 days. Hey.
The way things are going, it might be just 0, but we'll see.
Well, I mean, if you're one of those folks who you'll get paid while you stay home, because there's some people who like they don't go into work, they don't get paid, they're fucked. You know?
Yeah, from what we've been told, we're still getting full pay.
Nice. So, so all week, actually since last Friday, since last Friday, I had last Friday off, and I went to the store, and I realized that obtaining toilet paper was going to be a problem. So all week, I've been trying to buy some online, hoping that like stores would replenish, and they haven't.
Some do, but you gotta be there at the right time.
Oh my gosh. I managed to get some from a friend of mine. So I have a little bit. And it's like, I went into like Amazon or something. And they had one. And by the time I added it to my cart and tried to check out with it, somebody had already bought it.
They swiped it from your cart.
They swiped it! Swiper, no swiping! They swiped that shit! So, I mean,
it's funny how they can swipe shit out of your cart online.
It was a glitch, because it was like, I hadn't yet checked out with it, so it was still
not a glitch.
In their system, so they grabbed it from me. Here's the thing, I am pissed off at the people who are like, buying this shit, and then price gouging people. There was a guy in a parking lot, and I don't know where this was, because I didn't bother to like read the whole thing. But there was a guy in a parking lot, and he had his trunk open, and he was selling toilet paper and hand sanitizer at a huge markup. Like, insane. And somebody called the police.
Good.
And they came down and like put a cease and desist on him, and was like, "Get out of here."
And then they kept it for themselves and said, "Honey, look what I got today. We got toilet paper now."
We can go to the bathroom freely. My nephew, I don't know if I told this story last week, but my nephew went and got himself a bidet, and he's like, I should ask him how that's going, by the way, if he's even installed it yet. Because he was like, "You gonna be clamoring for toilet paper online?" He's like, "My butt's sparkling." I'm like, all right. Hey, a lot of people are going that route, actually.
Clean bum's a happy bum.
I mean, essentially, you could just jump in the shower, I guess. I mean, it's the same thing. It's just water.
It's warmer. In the shower, it can be warmer.
Yeah, I mean, you can pick and choose. I want it to be a mild temperature. Because I don't want that shock to hit me. Oh my goodness. But it's crazy. It's crazy. I never in my life thought that I'd ever see a day where it was like, I may or may not be able to obtain toilet paper that day. It's like, what?
You're so used to walking into the stores, you go down, you get that 4-pack that you want, shelves are full.
Yeah.
Now you can see a tumbleweed go by, you can hear crickets chirping.
Oh my gosh.
But you gotta be at the stores at the right time, because I scored a 12-pack a few days ago.
Oh, this guy over here.
It was at Walgreens.
Yeah.
I saw one lady walking around with toilet paper in her hand.
Yeah.
It was a different brand. And I thought, ooh, let me go look.
Let me look.
And I went down the aisle. I was the only one in the aisle. And on the shelf, there's 2 12-packs, and there was a bunch of 4-packs.
Yeah.
I grabbed the 2 12-packs and ran.
You have to.
Yeah.
Because people are like beating each other up for toilet paper. It's insane. We'll get into that in a minute. It's crazy. I spent the other day, I spent my entire lunch hour, which I'm still taking my lunch, by the way. I tell my boss, I'm like, are we supposed to take lunch? I'm literally at home. I was like, she's like, yeah, take your lunch hour. I'm like, great.
Going there for a nap.
Well, that's what I'm notorious at work that I am the famous, I just fucking go nap. I'm famous for that. So I had a few people who are like, you still gonna nap on your lunch?
I would.
I'm like, are you shitting me? If I go into my own bed, I'm never gonna get up.
I just set an alarm.
No. I mean, I did that at work. When I would go out to my car and just recline the seat, and I'd have to set an alarm because sometimes I'd actually fall asleep.
Once in a while, your supervisor would come out and knock on you.
That actually happened. I was working in this company, not the company I'm at now, the one previously, and I only got a half an hour lunch. And I don't really eat lunch, so I would go out to my car and just sit. And this was before, like, people had cell phones where you could really, like, watch stuff and do stuff on them. So I was like, I didn't have to charge my phone.
Happy days.
Yeah, I just sit there and I just go out there and just sit and contemplate my life, I guess. One time I actually did fall asleep, and my boss came and knocked on my fucking car door. I was like, what? And she goes, how long a lunch are you taking? I was like, my lunch. And she's like, I was about 15 to 20 minutes over my lunch. And she was laughing at me, which is good. But I was like, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I fell asleep. So after that, I realized I have to set an alarm because I can't depend on my body to wake me up. You know what's funny is when you like fall asleep, and especially in like a weird position, like in your car with the seat recline, and your body does that thing where it thinks you're falling or something, so your body jolts itself. That's weird to look at it in your car. Like if you just sit by and all of a sudden, it's like I'm falling. No, you're not falling.
One of his albums, the comedian Bobby Collins.
Yeah.
Talked about that.
Yeah.
He's like, you ever like, jerk your body? What the hell is that? You ever jolt? What the hell is that?
It's bizarre. It's a bizarre feeling because it's like you think you're falling, but you're not really falling because you're sitting down. It's weird.
I think you said something about like, does your mind like playing tricks on you? It sneaks up on you and go, boom!
It's like your body's like, don't get comfy. No, I'm not. Don't worry, I'm not. So, yeah, I gotta set an alarm. I mean, but if I went to my own bed, I wouldn't want to get up. Are you shitting me? I'd want to stay in bed. That's the purpose.
Bring a laptop in there.
I had thought about that. Are you shitting me? I had thought about that.
Sit on your bed. You're dressed from the waist up.
Just in case.
The waist down, you're not. You're ready for bed.
Well, Jay was like, oh, you get to work from home. And I said, yeah. I was like, it'll be a short commute. And then he's like, you don't even have to get dressed. I was like, yeah, I kind of do. I was like, I still got to be in a work mindset. And he goes, yeah, but you don't got to wear pants. I was like...
He wants you not to wear pants.
I was like, yeah, I kind of do have to wear pants. Because, pants. He's like, yeah, but you don't have to. I'm like...
I misplaced my pants.
Like, yeah, but I should. I was like, what if all of a sudden they're like, oh, we're going to do a video conference and I have no pants on? They're going to be like, how excited about insurance do you get? Very, very excited. And it's been a madcap week just professionally because I do work in health insurance and carriers are interesting right now. It's an interesting world right now. That's all I'll say. It's interesting. Not fun, but interesting. So yeah, I mean, I had thought about laying in my bed and doing what I do. The problem is that I have the laptop and I have a secondary screen that I have to have. Because of all the shit that I do, I need multiple screens. Ideally, I have 3. Well, it's not even like that. Sean's just turning all sides. I mean, it's more like your head just moves. It's like, oh, okay, blah, blah, blah. At my work, at my cubicle, I have 3. And I utilize all 3. Here, I'm stymied, and I only have 2. I could hook up 3.
2 for work, and I got YouTube on this one.
No, I don't do that. Although
I would.
Although I gotta tell you,
if not, I'll get a 4th one.
I'm working on the 2.
40.
So, if I went and tried to do it laying down, I'd have to have, like, the laptop on my tummy and then than the secondary screen over here, and then that I really get neck lock because I gotta look around.
Do it the way you did when you were a kid. You're lying on your belly, your feet are behind you, going like this, up in the air, and then cross your feet.
Well, I mean that would be adorable, except laying as I used to only be able to sleep on my stomach, and when I fucked up my back, that was taken away from me. So laying on my stomach now, for some reason, accentuates the pain in my back. Which my doctor's like, I don't know, your back hurts. So I can't lay on my tummy anymore. And it blows. So, no, but I've had to utilize this space. And I have to do these silly ass conference calls in the morning. So we can all touch base, but not each other.
It's all about that base.
We're touching base, but not each other. And that's important when you have on no pants. So, no, I'm wearing pants. So, yeah, but I've been listening to, like, Spotify playlists and stuff. I found this playlist that some user had created. It says thousands, and they're not kidding, thousands of 70s and 80s hits. So I've been listening to that, and I started with it on Monday, and as of today, I'm still not completely through the list. It's a long effing list. But it's good, and I mean, it's all the, it's all the hits. All the hits. So I was sitting there, and I was singing, and then I realized I had to stop because I had a conference call. But I was like, oh... I don't think everybody on the conference call wants to hear my Duran Duran.
Hungry Like the Wolf?
It was Save a Prayer, actually. But I was singing.
Because you weren't driving, huh?
Yeah, I know.
Couldn't do 80 or so.
Yeah. It's alright, though. I mean, and I was, it's a silly-ass thing. So you can call other people, and then you have, like, direct messaging, and you can, like, start, like, a whole group chat thing. So we were in this group chat, and this one person was like, boy, I don't miss so-and-so in their Magic 106.7 music. And I said, yeah. And then she goes, I'm blasting she listens to, like, hardcore hip-hop. And I was like, I like rap. I was like, I like a lot of the older stuff.
90s.
Yeah. And then I said, I've got, like, 70s, 80s mix going on here. And she's like, yeah? She goes... Are you listening to Broken Wings? And I started laughing. And I was like, there is some Mr. Mister on here. I've heard a song already. Kiri. Everybody knows Kiri. Mm-hmm. Kiri. So I was like, Broken Wings might come up. I've already heard the other song that they only had 2 songs. I've heard the other song that they had. So she's like, I hate that fucking Broken Wings. She's like, it comes up on this other lady, the Magic 106.7 lady, all the time. She's like, I hate it. I was like, I bet you like it. I was like, I bet if you never heard it again, you'd miss it. She's like, no, I wouldn't. So every time, because she's kind of new old. Like, she used to work for the company and then she left. So she's retraining. So every time she called me, I'd be like, take these broken wings. And I'd fuck with her. She's like, stop it. I hate that fucking song. Yeah, I think it's great. And then it actually did come up in the mix. And I text her immediately. And I'm like, hey, Broken Wings is on. She's like, keep it to yourself. I'm like, nope. I'm going to share with you. Let's get on a conference call. Take these broken wings. You look like you had something to say, no?
No, I was in thought.
No, okay. Oh, boy. So, that's been my frickin' week. It's been crazy. I'm trying to maintain, though. You know what I learned this week is because I don't, at work, obviously, I don't eat lunch, as we established because I take a nap. I did try twice to eat lunch. And because I'm only used to eating once a day, I ate lunch, and then it was like dinner time came around, and I'm like, nah, I'm all set. Like, I couldn't eat dinner if I ate lunch.
Right.
Yeah.
I ate alone tonight.
What?
I ate alone tonight.
I'm sorry. I wasn't,
Hungry.
yeah. I mean, I had something to eat for lunch. I was, this is so fucked up, because this is the state of the world that we're in. I had to have lunch because I needed to eat something that was frozen so I could make room in the freezer. Because Jay was bringing home, like, chicken and stuff to freeze. So I was like, oh, we're going to need room in the freezer. So I had to have Elio's pizza.
Yum.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I enjoyed it.
I hope.
I enjoyed it. I mean, it wasn't horrible. And you know, the thing is, it was awesome because it takes my oven like an hour and a half to fucking warm up. So, like, I went and I warmed up, like, I started the oven, and then I came back here and I worked on a few job tickets, and then I hear the ding, ding, ding in the oven. I'm like, woo! And I go, and I, you know, put my little pizza in there, and I set the microwave timer, and I come back in, and I do a few tickets. And I hear the microwave timer, and I'm like, woo! That's lunch! So then I went, but I still worked while I ate, because, I was cutting work early. But they knew about it. It's not a secret. So, listen, before we forget...
Which is very possible.
Oh, God, yes. For the audio folks, you can watch the first 30 minutes on YouTube. We're in person. And on the...
You can see us doing things.
We'll point a lot.
Cybertron.
Cybertron. I hope that's the still. It never is, but I hope so. Yeah. And for the YouTube folks, you can listen to the entire show. So many places, but I'll give you some ideas. There's iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play, Anchor.
Drop an anchor and listen.
Spotify.
Spotting us from a distance.
From a distance. So.
Spot us.
I know.
Like
fantastic. Fan-frickin-tastic. So, the kids are all out of school.
Boo!
Sporting events are canceled.
Boo!
I don't know. I don't know what more we can do. We're all trying.
I'm afraid to ask.
I know. I know.
We're on the verge of all being like on lockdown in our own houses.
I know.
This is hell.
It is.
Diablo.
Diablo. I miss him. I can't see him. I miss him.
He's orchestrating this shit.
Yeah. No. Not. I don't miss Diablo. No, the guy. No. Wait. Let me explain. Now they think I miss the devil. You're like, what the hell? What kind of bullshit is she on? There's a guy at work, and his name is Mark, and he's kind of funny, but he's low-key funny. And one day, he decides to order a sandwich, and he was getting the Diablo sandwich, and he orders it. He's like, I'll have the Diablo. And then he's walking into his office, and he's all proud of himself. He's like, Diablo. And it was fucking hilarious. And Mark is crazy. And I can't see him. I miss Mark. He's one of the few people in that department that I enjoy. The other person is she's very quiet. She sits in the cubicle in front of me. And
what was the other funny one? I forget his name.
Oh, Neil?
Neil.
Oh, Neil. Neil, I saw Neil on Monday. Monday was my last day in the office. And Neil came in, and he was in like jeans and a polo shirt, and he always wears a suit because he sales. So I was like, yeah, different departments, different clothes. So I was like, Neil? And he's like, hey. But he's like standing way away from me, which is fine. And he's like, hey, Tara. And I was like, you all right? Because I hadn't seen him all day, and it was the middle of the afternoon, and all of a sudden there he is. And he goes, oh, yeah. He's like, well, I came in here to do a few things. He's like, and then I'm going. And I said, where you going? And he's like, home? I said, okay. And I don't know. Neil is an older guy. So I don't know how old he is specifically.
He's older than you.
He's older than me. I can guarantee that. He's older than I am. So he goes, oh. He said, I talked to my doctor. And I said, yeah, you okay? And he's like, this whole bullshit? He's like, I'm going home and I'm not leaving. And I said, well, it's probably for the best. And he goes, yeah. He goes, minimum 2 months. I was like, 2 months? He goes, yeah, I gotta go. I was like, God damn, 2 months, bro? He's like, oh yeah, 2 months.
2 weeks.
Yeah. So he was over at the copy machine, and then he's like, see you guys sometime. And I was like, okay. So we're all working from home. You gonna be working from home? He goes, maybe. like Neil didn't even care. He was like, we'll see. We'll see. It's funny because I definitely shouldn't tell this story, but I will. I was talking to someone, I won't say who. Someone that I work with, and she goes, that my job hasn't found this yet, so we're good. And she goes, she had called me she was having trouble, so she called me to help talk her through the problem, and then she goes, did you know we're working on the honor system? And I said, what the fuck does that mean? And she goes, they just expect you to keep working while you're at home. And I was like, yeah, that's what I've been doing. And she's like, not me. And I went,
I only work 5 minutes a day, is it?
I said, well, what have you been doing? And she's like, I've been doing stuff. I went, okay. And I said, well, I said, I'm just trying to get as much done as I can. I said, because ultimately I'm hoping that they'll sit down and look at the numbers and say, you know what? Tara's very productive at home. We should allow her to work from home every day.
Yeah.
And I said that to her. Yeah, and I said that to her, and she goes, oh, I fucking know. She's like, because the supervisor was telling her numbers. She's like, and Tuesday you did a shitload of tickets. And I was like, yeah, I did. I wanted them to be impressed. She's like, well, stop it.
You're making the rest of us look bad.
Yeah, that's exactly what she was getting at. She's like, what am I supposed to do? I was like, I don't know. I'm just here I was like, I have nothing else to do. Shit. The thing is that, like, I'm in my office / the studio, and there's not a ton that I can fuck with over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I pretty much have to just sit and work. With the exception of the first day that I was home, Daisy was like, you can let me out anytime. I would like to go out.
I don't have to wait?
Yeah. She's like,
goodness.
I'd like to go out several times, please. So she was taking advantage of that. And, like, she'd come up and she'd paw at me. And then she'd just look at me and I'm like, you have to potty, right? And she's like, Ruff! And then she'd run for the door. That meant yes. So I'm like, ugh. So I was actually on a call once and she came, and she came over to me and she's pawing at me and I was like, can I get back to you? My dog has to pee. She's like, I guess. So, yeah, I mean, the thing that sucks is that it makes it difficult to call in. That's my thing. I'm like, how am I supposed to call in? And I'm also very disappointed because I'm supposed to have...
Call your house phone.
Call my house phone and do what?
I'm so sorry I can't come in. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you know what? This is messed up. Because we have a hotline we're supposed to call. And now my entire office... Because before the bigger boss was going in. And as of like yesterday, she's like, I'm not going in anymore. We're all remote as of this point. So I'm like, does she have access to the sick line? Like, how are we supposed to... Am I supposed to, like come in my office, log in, and fucking instant message her that I'm not feeling well? If I'm sick, I'm too sick to do that.
I'm staying home.
I'm...
You. You're already home. I'm still staying home.
It's like, I'm in bed, and I'm not getting up. Like, I don't know. That's gonna suck. And then I was disappointed because next Friday I'm supposed to have the day off. So I was like, oh man, I got a bunch of shit I'm gonna do. And now it's like the world is shut down. And I'm like, how am I supposed to do anything? We can't do anything. And I know that's a shitty thing to be like, well, this is inconveniencing me. But it's inconveniencing me. What else can I do? Oh.
I'm looking forward to my new schedule.
Oh. Fucking Johnny come lately over here.
I work today. Now I don't have to be in until Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then after that, next Friday. So just 2 days a week I have to go in.
I got nothing for that. I have nothing for that. I guess I should be lucky that I still have a job that I can do and get paid.
Yeah.
Because there are people that don't.
Right.
Yeah. But still. I'd be, I don't know if I'd cry if I was like,
nobody knows.
Mm-hmm. I actually, I went and got something to eat last night with a friend of mine after she promised me that she would not infect me.
Pizza.
Yes. Because I do that every Thursday. Huh?
With onions.
No. I just got cheese.
Ah.
It was funny because my friend works in healthcare and her facility is on lockdown. So she's like, do you want to hang out? I'll understand if you don't. And I was like, has anybody in your work been diagnosed with this virus? And she goes, no. And I was like, okay.
Come on over.
Yeah, I was like, okay then. Plus, she's really, like, over-hygienic anyway. She's a freak about it. Like, she bleaches shit and, like, like, scrubs stuff and stuff. So I was like, all right, you're okay. So I was like, don't touch me. You sit there.
No hugging at the door.
And you don't touch me. So we went to get something to eat, and they pretty much know us by sight at this point. So we walk in, and the pizza maker turns around and he looks at us and he's like, oh, and then he goes, you guys doing okay? And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, job-wise, you okay? And I was like, I work in health insurance. And he goes, oh. He's like, I'm sorry. I was like, yeah.
Maybe if you weren't, he would have offered you a job.
I hope not.
I hope not. I don't want a job. Are you crazy?
Well,
shit.
Here's the thing. I think that...
I'm about to work from home all the time.
Well, no. It's just, you and I, we worked retail for a little bit, and I really learned that I cannot deal with the public on a face-to-face daily basis. Ow! Because that's what happens, right? I just can't do it.
That was hard.
People, life is hard. It's okay.
So I was trying to hold soda and not spitting all over the place.
It's tough. It's tough. So I don't think that I could, and especially the food industry, I definitely don't have the temperament for that. Because I would completely lose my shit. Somebody like, that's not what I ordered. Hey,
well, eat it anyway.
Why don't you eat it and shut the fuck up? Hey, have a big plate of shut the fuck up. It was funny. So my friend called in the order, and the girl who answered the phone acted like we inconvenienced her by calling. So she was like she hung up, and then she goes, wow, I really fucked up her night. And I said, how? And she goes, by calling. Because she was like, is that what you want? Is that it? Ugh, that'll be 20 minutes, like that kind of thing. And I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get there and meet this person. So we get there, we pull up, and there's a girl, like, standing, and I went, that's fucking her. I know that's fucking her.
That's the bitch.
That's her. I was like, I guarantee it. So we walk in, and the guy saw us, so he already brought the food over. So he's like, boom, here you go. So I grabbed, like, an iced tea. Woo! And... And we walk over to the counter, and I was like, and the girl's looking at me, I was like, how's your night? And she goes, it's okay. And I was like, oh, that sounds shitty. Like, she doesn't have any direct contact with food, so, like, I try to be really nice to people who have direct contact with your food.
You should.
Oh, God, yes. And especially, like, if you frequent a place. But this girl's, like, fucking, she's the ringer-upper. I care less about pissing her off, so I was like, oh... Sucks to be you, I guess. Sorry you gotta work.
Yeah.
Like, sorry for, keeping you busy. Fuck me, I guess. Yeah.
There's one thing I think you should tell everyone.
What?
The story with your parents that you told on Monday.
I almost forgot that story. Which one are you talking about?
I don't know. It's so funny.
Are you talking about the jacket?
I don't know.
All right, I got two. I'll tell you real quick before we say goodbye to the YouTube folks. Here we go.
I think this would be a good way to end the show.
My dad, in the video podcast.
Yeah.
So my dad comes home and he's retired, but he works at like a farm for fun because he's that guy. So he had gotten like a heavy type winter jacket, and I think the label. What's that label, like Carhartt or something? I think that's the name of the label. It doesn't matter anyway. So he comes home, and he was wearing a hat, so he takes the hat, takes it off, and then he goes to unzip his jacket. He gets it all the way to the bottom, and he goes, "Oh, son of a bitch!" I'm like, and he's right next to me. So I said, "What's the matter, Dad?" And he goes, "The zipper." And I'm looking, and like the zipper is stuck.
Stuck.
So I was like, "What's the matter with your zipper?" And he's like, "I don't know." He goes, "Why do they have two here?" He's like, "One's not enough? I can zipper it with one. What's the second zipper for?" And I said, "Maybe it's in case you break the first zipper." And he's like, "Well, this is stupid." He's like, "You can't zipper anything." I said, "Well, I'm sorry." And he's just and then he stops trying to break it free, and he just stares at it for a minute. Coronavirus. Coronavirus. Holy shit, that hurt. So he's staring at it, and he was an engineer. So I'm like, "Can't you figure out a zipper?" And he's like, "Apparently not." I should tell you that my dad, by the way, just so you know why this is so ridiculous, my dad helped design cameras that go up in space. He fucking used to work at MIT labs. My dad can't fix a fucking zipper. I was like, "You're an engineer." And he's like, "It sucks." So,
Oh, shit.
so finally he goes, "Fuck this." Right? So he starts to take his arm out of the sleeve. And he goes, "Grab it. Grab it for me." So I grab the sleeve and I pull. And he breaks his arm free. And then he turns around so I can do the same on the other arm. So I pull it. And now he's arms free, but the jacket is just still around him. So he starts wiggling. Sean's gonna pee. So he starts wiggling to get his jacket off.
Holy shit.
And he gets it all the way to the ground. Then he steps out of the jacket. And I look at him and I go, "That is the most ineffective way to take a jacket off I've ever seen." And he goes, "This is designed stupid." I wish I taped it because it was hilarious. I put it on the YouTube, as my dad says. Yeah. So he was like, "This is stupid." It was so funny. It was so funny. And now he has it off and he's fiddling with the fucking... He finally cut it. Coronavirus. So he finally got it off. But it was hilarious. The whole fucking thing was it was ridiculous. I've never seen somebody go through so much process to get a jacket off. I'm like, what?
Imagine it was wet.
Oh my god, no, it wasn't wet.
No, imagine it was wet.
Oh, it would have made it worse somehow.
Yeah.
Trying to get off a wet jacket? My goodness.
Maybe they're trying to take off wet leather.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. I don't know. I don't live that kind of life. Okay, so we have to leave you because we're dangerously running along on time. I have one more story, but if you want to hear it, you have to go to the audio. It's available on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play.
Again.
We will see you next time.
Next time.
Sean's got something to tell you. Don't forget to wash your apples and watch your zippers.
Have a good everything, and go listen to the other story. You have to hear it.